Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So, anything I say is alleged and in my very, very personal opinion. This is for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal. The Copyright Act of 1976 is in the description box. Some meat and potatoes, some housekeeping items. It is free to follow me. Free to follow me on this channel, Anonymous Tea. Free to follow me on my other channel, Anonymous Tea Podcast. There is new content over there. Follow me on the Tickety Talk at Anonymous Tea Podcast. Free to follow me on the Instagram. On the Instagram, he's at Anonymous Reality Tea. Free to share everywhere. Free to like the video so it gets out to the algorithm. Free to share with your family, your friends, and your foes, and coming or going, hit the like button. So today we're talking Nene Leakes and who her newest guest is going to be on the Nene Leakes show, on who our new interview is going to be this week, y'all. And we got to talk about it. And shout out to Michelle ATL Brown. I was, checking out her page and seeing what the ATLT was tonight. And she pulled up Nene's trailer. And in Nene's trailer, Nene was like, the shadiest housewife of them all. And I was like, of Atlanta? Okay. But then she said, the friendship contract. And then I was like, oh, this is none other than Cynthia Bailey. Cynthia, I think, was one of the first people to comment on the post show, because she didn't say the name. But once she said friendship contract, I'm thinking to myself, who else could this be? Who else could it be? Who else had a friendship contract on Real Housewives of Atlanta? Who else burned the friendship contract and everything else and tried to rekindle the friendship can't? Who else? Who else was it, you guys? Who else could it be? Who else could it be? And why was Carlos King in the comments and everybody was posting memes of Cynthia in the comments and everything else? So I'm going to guess that it is Cynthia. Now, I don't think that this is necessarily going to be a quote-unquote housewives types of thing. I mean, I think Nene even said in herself on her recap shows that she wants to tackle a variety of different people that she wants to interview. However, it doesn't shock me at all. It's a little bit coincidental, though. I'm not sure how far back Nene and Cynthia did this interview, because it sounds like Nene is doing these interviews like multiple weeks in advance. But it's interesting. This interview is going to come out, y'all, right after last night's episode. And what happened in last night's episode, y'all? If you blinked, you missed it, because when they were featuring Cynthia's Bailey cue, they did a couple flashbacks, right? And normally when they do flashbacks and Nene's in the scene or whatever, or a part of the flashback, they usually wipe her out. They usually cut the scene right before Nene's about to say something. And this particular time, last night, y'all, we got a Nene soundbite, and I was like, oh my goodness. I was like, what is going on? What is happening? Stop the press. Stop the episode. Hit pause on the DVR. What is happening? Let me rewind my DVR, because was that a Nene Leakes soundbite on Bravo? Now, we know, obviously, things with her and NBC Universal are good. We don't know the status of her and Andy Cohen. However, that may not even matter at this point. There's rumors that she might be on the next season of Traitors, so she might be running into Andy Cohen potentially anyways, because he hosts the reunions. So, none of the less, could it be a situation where Nene could be back for season 17, y'all? I just want to know. What was this the launching pad, right? Was this the launching pad and everything else to be like, listen, I'm still in demand. People are still interested in to see me, to see what I got to say, what I got going on, all of this and all of that. And the ratings, of course, are abysmal this season of season 16. And also, y'all, the show, like we got to keep it a buck. Nobody's anchoring the show. Nobody's anchoring the show. We can talk about some, funny reads and some funny moments and some memeable moments, but nobody's really carrying the show. It's kind of just thrown together. It's really thrown together, and you see the miss with not having Kenya. You see the disaster of Portia not wanting to show certain aspects of her life or not being allowed to show certain aspects of her life, and the foolishness that we are being fed that we're supposed to just accept and deal with it for the next several episodes, which is why, as a last-ditch effort, they brought in Phaedra for the last couple of weeks to captain save a franchise. No. So, nonetheless, this interview will be very interesting. It'll be very, 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 very interesting. I can't wait to see. I think this is going to do big numbers, y'all. I truly think that this Nene and Cynthia interview is going to do real numbers. Even if you don't care for Cynthia or even Team Twirl, if you're not feeling Cynthia or whatever else, or even if you're... It doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter if you're a fan of Nene or not. It doesn't matter if you're a fan of Cynthia or not. This is going to do numbers because people are going to be curious as to what their relationship is now. And what their relationship is since it's been so many seasons now, since Nene has been off of the show, and what their lives are like, how things are. Are they really interacting that much off screen since Nene's been off the show and everything else? We're going to get into it all. Hopefully we'll get into all of it, but I think this is going to do big numbers, y'all. I think this might be, I think this has potential to do as well or potentially even higher than, I don't know, than the first episode. I don't know. It's going to be up there, y'all. I think the numbers are going to number. Because what is the thing? Bravo keeps thinking that these housewives, they need to go younger or they need to do like a whole revamp and all this and that. But the fans want nostalgia. The fans want nostalgia. They don't care how old the housewives are. They don't care if the housewives are in their 50s or 60s or whatever. If you're bringing entertainment, if you're bringing fun shade, if you're bringing something to the table, we'll watch. The problem is you're bringing in people and bringing in people that are willing to just take the show, for monopoly money and not give anything. Not give anything or come in too hard or come off like a fan and all of these things. And that's not entertaining for the viewers. We tune out of that stuff. So nonetheless, I think it could be good for Nene to come back. Now, what will be interesting is what that cast is going to be looking like. That's what I want to know. I think for sure, Angela would have to be a shoo-in to be back, because she's resonating well with the viewing audience. I don't see a situation where Britt comes back, but that could be an opportunity there to where they might give her another chance or might try to resolve if they decide to bring Kenya back next season or whatever else and try to resolve that issue and move forward. Because I think the biggest issue that these housewife shows have is that whenever there's a major storyline and somebody just gets fired or abruptly is no longer on the show or there's a fight or whatever, there's a hole in that storyline. And whoever is missing, it's a hole, right? And you can't move forward because not all of the right people are there the following season to address the elephant in the room. So you unfortunately take it out on other housewives that may or may have not even been involved with the situation, but you can't really take it out on the person that caused everything. So nonetheless, we'll see what happens. We will see how this interview goes. I'm guessing it's going to be on Wednesday. I don't know. I got to check her post. I don't know. I just saw it on Michelle Italian Brown's YouTube and just saw like the trailer and saw friendship contract, saw Cynthia, what was like literally seconds after it was posted. It just looked like she was just right there in the comments, right there, pinned front and center. Like you could have just said it was you. Like you could have just said, me. It's me. It's me. I'm the interview, right? But nonetheless, I'm like 99.9% sure it's her. I don't know who else it could be that would be considered the shadiest housewife, and has a friendship contract other than Cynthia Bailey. So we will see how all that goes. But let me know y'all thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post a content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.